Hello guys, welcome to the video. In this video we will discuss poems. As you must be knowing that in XAT you can expect 1 to 2 questions based on poems. We all have read poems since childhood, but XAT is one of the exams where they ask poems as well in the VA section. And believe me, for people who don't like reading poems, it becomes a nightmare. So in this video, we are going to discuss some strategies which will help you crack these 1 or 2 questions of poem with ease. Let's start. The first thing is, what kind of questions they ask. If we have studied past many years of XAT papers, and we have seen that they have asked questions based on essence of the poem, they have underlined or asked about meaning of a particular phrase or line or stanza. They have asked inferences or what is a likely title, or at times they have also asked which is not a good title for the poem. They have asked theme and what can you imply from the poem. So these are the basic questions. Now what do you get from it? All these questions are based on central idea. So if you are able to understand poem well, you can solve these questions. So this is learning number 1. Let's start with some tips. The first thing is, what should you do? You should read and understand questions and options first. Now, what do you mean by first? That is before even reading the poem. Now, you must be wondering why and how it will help. Well, the thing is, at times you get some hints in the options or the question which can help you understand the poem in a better manner. So let's say they say that what is the poem about? That's the question. And in options they've said that the poem is about death, the absurdity of death, or the poem is about reverence towards death. So you know that the poem is about death. So you have got an inference from the options. So what should you do is read questions and options, even options, before reading the poem. Then obviously you will read poem for at least 2 times. While reading the poem, keep an eye on tone. What is tone? Feeling of the author. What kind of feelings does the author have while writing? That you should keep an eye on, because tone is important for solving central idea based questions, and as we have just seen, most of the questions normally asked in XAT are revolve around the essence or the central idea of the poem. So the important thing is get the tone correctly. Next point is, while reading it, just imagine what kind of visual image is getting formed while reading the poem. What are the characters? Who is the speaker and who is the listener? So in a poem, they've given a speaker who is talking to his friend that, okay, let's sit around and discuss. Let's spend some time together. We all are having hectic jobs, but we can find some time for having a coffee. So who is the actor? The speaker is the person who is addressing his friend to come and spend some time. Now, if you get the character correctly, understanding becomes easier. So get the character. What is the repetition? So let's say a poem is repeating a particular sentence. Now, why repetition? Because repetition means it is important for the poet. So whatever is getting repeated has an immense importance in understanding the poem. So get the repetition correct. Why it is written. For example, the example I gave was from a XAT poem only. The purpose of the poet was to ask his friend, let's sit around, let's chit chat. So get the purpose and what kind of story is there. This will help you get the essence of the poem, and which will certainly help you in solving questions. Now, before attempting the question, that is getting back to the question again, try to summarize the poem in your words. What kind of author, what's the purpose of the author, what's the tone of the author. Summarize it first and then go to the question. This will help you in shortlisting and finding the best option. Believe me, it is the most important thing. So before attempting the question, pre-think. And what you have to pre-think? Think about the summary, the tone, the purpose of the poem. And last but not the least, select the option which is based on that tone, essence and spirit. As I said, most of the questions are based on central idea. These 3 words will encapsulate what they are looking for. You can at times eliminate an option entirely or select the best option just based on the essence or the spirit of the poem. So find it and solve the answer. That's it from my side. I wish you best of luck for your XAT.